Happy New Year, everyone. I haven't done a long format tasting in a while, so I figured why not dive back into the Savor at Home series. So this will be Savor at Home day 64. I suppose it's day like a million now, but the 64th Savor at Home tasting. I've got some really fun whiskeys that I've recently purchased and want to be able to share with you guys, at least those tasting notes. Before I get started, the blind tastings are going to be starting up again. The first one is in a week and a half. It's Saturday, January 16th. It will be holiday spirits, so some tasty whiskeys that taste like the holidays. And then from there on, there will be tastings every other week. So if you want to join any of those tastings, make sure to click the link in the bio and join the Neat Club. And if you're already a member of the Neat Club, you can just head over to the Neat Club page and you'll get to see the tastings that are coming up this year. Anyways, let's dive into it, guys. Tonight, what I am tasting is what I tasted last night. I posted this on my story. This is Longrow 18. Oh, so tasty. Anyways, Longrow is the heavily peated brand that's produced by the Springbank Distillery, which is in the Campbeltown region of Scotland. I don't think that it is heavily peated as much as some Islay scotches are. So heavily peated relatively to the Campbeltown region. I mean, it is dried for 48 hours with peat, so pretty decent amount of time, but overall it is pretty light on the peatiness, and that goes into the rest of the whiskey making process. So this is double distilled and then aged for, you guessed it, a minimum of 18 years. Longrow, I believe, uses both ex-sherry and ex-bourbon casks to mature their whiskey. This is sitting at 46% ABV, and I think we ought to dive in. So go ahead and take a look at that color. It's got some nice caramel to it. Oh, the nose is so lovely. Oh my goodness. So right off the bat, I'm getting a lot of sweet notes coming through. So almost like burnt sugar. There's some fruitiness in here as well. I want to say like plums and some red grapes. I'd be remiss to miss the peatiness in here. There's definitely that smokiness, but it comes across as more of like a mesquite barbecue style rather than a sooty peat smoke. A little bit like mulch, some like dried ancho chili. Oh yeah. Smoked paprika. Maybe I'm saying that because I had carnitas yesterday and that's what I used in the carnitas. Oh, it's so lovely. There's also a little bit of like a soy sauce thing going on. That is delicious. Okay, so the mouthfeel is super silky. There's a little bit of heat in the beginning, but this is my first sip, so perhaps that's why. But a really silky mouthfeel, warming, and immediately you get hit with a little bit of smokiness, but there's a lot of baking spice in here. So cloves, nutmeg, cinnamon, you'll get it all here. It's almost like there's a burnt peanut thing going on as well. Maybe even burnt peanut brittle. And then towards the end, you start to get some of that like coffee, espresso, really rich notes. Let's go in for another sip. Second sip, there's still that smokiness coming through, but it's more like a sweet barbecue. There's fruitiness, like a tangerine or a mandarin orange. And yeah, there's that espresso, comes across as a little bit like a bitter chocolate coming through. It's really, really lovely. This is quite delicious. A really wonderful balance of sweet and savory.